Yeah, welcome to baby's first RPG.
It is, but God, I still love it.
You don't have to do something crazy. Even the most simplest of games can be so incredibly good.
To be fair, they warn you. It says on the box, this is an entry-level RPG.
They do. They basically put like the word beginner in like all caps, Comic Sans, like 72-point font right at the start. Alright, let's get this started.
Yeah, by all means, let's roll. So Richard's gonna go ahead and drive to begin.
Yeah. We're actually going to be switching off this one since it's a longer game, and make sure I'm hitting the right buttons here. Now, how do I know his name?
You have the instruction manual?
Sure.
Well, the North American instruction manual, anyway.
Yeah, I don't know what he was called in the Japanese, but
I can find out.
Alright, but our name is Benjamin. And this is going pretty bad for us to start off with. Well, we're 10 seconds into the game and our town's already gone.
Well, for starters, you're on a mountain. So that's why the village isn't there.
Oh, man. So, yeah, well, I guess it kind of makes sense. If the mountain's going to sink, get to higher ground.
Yeah?
Jumping mechanic. And there goes what was left of our village. What if, like, your village wasn't even destroyed, you were just legitimately lost?
Do you live on the mountain? I mean, that's it. He's not from the town that we're not going to mention because you haven't been to the town yet, but...
Yeah, no, he's not from, like, any of those 4 towns.
Is his whole family
Spoiler alert, there's 4 towns.
Is everyone gone? Is he the last surviving member of his tribe?
It's clearly, this is like the worst JRPG. Like, our village is dead, we have no parents, we're the last survivor.
He's Mega Batman.
There's a prophecy, there's 4 people.
Yes.
Oh, and we're a knight. Okay. So yeah, this... Welcome to all of the conventions of a JRPG thrown at you in the first 30 seconds.
It is a ton of exposition, which is normally bad form, but I'll give them this. At least they've got him facing the focus tower, and you're going to be there a million times.
Yeah.
So at least they're kind of being like up front and center. By the way, this building, you're going to be going there a lot.
Well, you know, the funny thing is, you talk about this being a lot of exposition, but it actually, for the rest of the game, all of the exposition from the characters is like, hey, how's it going? I don't have time to talk right now. Let's go to this dungeon!
It's true.
And that's really it.
Yeah, they don't space much out, do they?
Nope. It's just, like, in the talk, it's so silly, the way they do everything, too. It's just...
He's right, though. Only you can be the knight spoken of in the prophecy. Everyone else is gone.
Suddenly, and now for the hardest fight in the game. I'm not even kidding.
Ah, the behemoth.
Because, problem with this game is you miss a lot.
It's true. And one bad crit the other way, and 1 or 2 misses forward, and you're starting this one over.
Yeah, that's like the second crystal boss is like infamous for
right
being...
there. What just happened. Easily one of my favorite parts about this game.
Oh, yeah.
The graphic change.
Yeah, so
there's your mess.
But yes, when you start damaging enemies enough, you see wear and tear on them.
And just the care to be willing to make, because obviously there's your 3rd stage, to make 3 stages of every single enemy sprite in the game. You're tripling the workload for your, that specific task.
Yeah.
But the end result is great. You get a visual cue of how close you are to killing something without actually having to keep, like, their literal HP up there.
Because you can't see it. I mean, if you know the game and you read the, facts and everything, you know how much HP they have, whatever, but... This one gives you some other sort of visual cues so that you don't have to know math to know when they're about to die. You said you were sure!
And now the telltale...
doddering old fool of a mentor.
Oh. They get a lot of mileage out of that shrug.
Yeah, they do. And this is pretty much the tone of the rest of the game. Forget about it. Where do I go next? I don't care. I don't have to talk about it. Where do we go next?
You are surprisingly, like, forward. You are centered. You know your goal. You are out to do it. Yeah. Benjamin is very much like, all right, fine, 4 crystals, got it. I've got like things to be doing. This better not take more than like 15 to 20 hours of gameplay.
Not even.
Just point me to the first place.
We'll be done in like 8.
Yay!
And that's with killing everything. So why is it called the level forest?
Well, it is flat, but it's also a level.
Maybe
it's like forest level, just level forest.
Maybe we gain levels?
It doesn't look very happy right now.
No, it's a pretty brown forest.
You still can't get to town.
There is no town. Alright, first thing here.
Actual HP.
Yep, we'll do... actually 3 is okay. Any preference in color?
Stick with the traditional blue, or, listen to your heart. It has all the answers.
Just make this just as obnoxious as possible. Ooh, oh yeah.
Hot pink?
No. There we go.
Yeah, a little brighter than normal. That'll work. I think that's your static. It's like your Final Fantasy blue.
I wish that was an actual color.
Go to the hardware store, come in with like screenshots of the game. Like, this is kind of what we're thinking of for the foyer. Do something in a Final Fantasy blue. Can you make sure the crown molding has that same sort of silver bevel? That way my kid can write on the walls dialogue.
Right. What do I do? Save the Crystal of Earth. See ya. You think I was kidding? That's how the rest of our conversations go for the rest of the game.
Unfortunately, can't do too much here. I still only have the sword.
Yeah. I can stab, though.
Yes, and another nice thing about this, we won't get to see much of it here, the interactivity of the maps and being able to use the different weapons and stuff that you have to actually go through.
Yep, and you can totally jump over people, which is what you had to do just there.
Yes, lots of jumping tricks.
Yep.
Aw.
Poor tree.
It's a branch.
It is a branch. Let's go back in.
Barbara?
Never mind. I thought it was going to take me through that east entrance I left through. But I guess not. Foresta!
Peaceful.
Yep. And that's kind of the cool thing about the soundtrack of this game. It's either peaceful or totally metal.
Which is, yeah, it definitely jumps back and forth. But it's whether you are in a safe place or a dangerous place. There's no ambiguity, right? So again, if you're thinking of this from the entry-level player point of view, like, the music is very much just telegraphing. You're in a safe spot, you're in a dangerous spot, and it's the Bone Dungeon. You'd think the fact that it's a giant angry skeleton that you walk through and all the
smoking ruined my life. I'm only 26 years old. You're gay for Mole Man.
No, you're gay for Mole Man.
No one's gay for Mole Man.
God, everyone here has aged significantly. Which begs the question, are they made of Earth? That's a
good point, actually.
It's because the crystals, being gone affects the, secrets.
Yes.
Yeah, but let's see you get by those barrels.
Nope. I can't push barrels.
Ha.
Barrels 1, Benjamin 0.
DK still has your number.
So yeah, that's sort of how you get abilities and items in the game, is by finding them in chests. Like, we start off with just this. We'll eventually find these in chests somewhere. You never actually learn spells. You have to find the books in chests.
You buy one of them, don't you?
You buy armors. I don't think you ever buy spells. I could be wrong, though.
Yeah, we'll find out one way or the other, but I feel like you buy Blizzard.
We'll find out.
Yeah.
I know some spells, actually, people will just give to you. I think Quake is just given to you.
Gotcha.
Well, this would be a pretty bad game if we can't. Oh, hey, these are chests, too.
Yeah. And easily farmed, so if you ever need heal potions, cure potions, there are plenty of places. Just kind of zone in and out and grab as many as you need.
You ever wake up and do that?
Calisthenics, yeah.
Just make a cool pose.
I don't know that I've ever woken up and made a cool pose.
Oh, I have to leave town for that to respawn. Yeah, brown chests will respawn, and they'll always only have consumable items in them.
That's right. They're useful.
Oh, absolutely.
Especially, like, out-of-combat healing.
Yeah, there's one item later called seeds, which make this game more of a sort of cakewalk than it already is. Alright, so everyone's talking about this girl, Kaylee.
Yeah, she's, what, house to the left?
Yeah, the house I've been avoiding going into.
Yeah.
They put her as the first house you see in the damned village.
Again, good. Rush you right through the plot. And if you're willing to explore, you can find the cool cure spell.
The cure spell, otherwise known as the boss destroyer.
What's her concern here? Her husband doesn't have his hat. And I hope nothing happens.
I'm not sure why he would need his hat.
Maybe it's lucky, or maybe it gives him status immunities. I don't know.
I don't know. I mean, it's a Final Fantasy game. Maybe hats. I mean, hats have always been pretty good in Final Fantasy games. Look at the Green Beret, or.
I will say, it's phrased a little awkwardly, but how nice is it to see you go up to talk to somebody and they introduce themselves?
It's true.
It's polite. 99% of NPCs you talk to in games are just like random fact about thing you're tangentially perhaps involved in.
Side times are tough.
Yeah.
Side times are tough.
Absolutely. But like you walk up to somebody, hi, I'm Phil. Can I help you? It's nice.
Yeah. It's also a nice change of pace from like modern JRPGs where it's just like you walk up to someone and it goes, "You don't know my past. You don't know the darkness that ever darked my darkest heart." I hate you, Nomura.
There's a tree blocking the north exit of the level forest. Ah. Okay. Excellent. So we have synergy. You can cut things down, I can kill things.
Hey. This is how we work together. This is progress.
You don't know me, Mom.
Whatever, Mom.
But wait, she was all excited to go. Mom's like, don't you dare. And now she's saying, okay, you win? I thought she was already on her side.
That's true. Maybe she was like torn because her mom was like, "Hey, no, that's a bad idea." And then
Oh,
you
okay,
just show her
so
a dead
you've
branch.
both sent an argument and she's gone in favor of you.
Yeah, because we have a branch. Dead axe.
Don't worry. Ba-ba-da-ba-dum-bum-bum-bum.
And every little side character, plot twist, there's more side characters. They'll join a couple levels ahead of you. Actually, a good metric for how you're doing in an area is if your HP is close to theirs.
Yes.
So that's kind of like what level you probably could be expected to get to. This game, you could finish the game at like level 28 if you were smart with your...
and
everything.
know, like, your enemy strengths and weaknesses
Yeah.
and how to, yeah.
Neat. You should get more axes like that. That soundtrack, though. Oh, I totally forgot to switch her off auto.
Oh, yeah. You can set your AI companion to either auto or manual control. If they're auto, they'll pick what attack they want to do themselves. As he switched it to manual now, he can say who attacks whom.
Which is good because Kaylee does more damage than we do right now. So you can have Benjamin like attack one enemy, and then she can, over the two, can one-shot the others.
Attacking the same enemy twice and overkill on damage and kind of minimum number of turns necessary to get through a fight. Yeah.
Yeah.
And that was kind of a big jump for RPGs too. I remember in the older games, a lot of the NES ones, for example, you attacked whatever literal enemy you chose to attack, and the game didn't account for the fact that, well, if he's dead, you attack someone else. Like Final Fantasy 1.
I don't think they fixed that in Final Fantasy until 3 or 4.
Yeah, it was. I know in 4 they did.
Yeah.
And I'm a huge 4 fan. But
for many reasons.
I'm pretty confident that they didn't in the NES entry. Certainly not the first. I remember the first vividly, and just
I know not the first 2.
Yeah, and you were always so obsessive about like, well, if he attacks then does about 40, and like the white mage might do like 20 something. So maybe have the white mage and the black belt attack the same guy, and the fighter attack one guy, and have the black mage attack the fighter's one just in case it's a couple HP short. Like so much micromanagement and thought that went into it. For something that was really trivial, because 90% of the time you were doing that for random encounters anyway.
Yeah.
So, yeah. It is nice that in the newer era games that they're like, well, you're not going to attack empty space.
Or are you? No, you're not.
Unless...
Yeah. So yeah, we gained a level. Level progression in this game is incredibly linear. Every level you gain 40 hit points. Like everything's linear in this game. Like potions always heal for 25% of your max HP.
Yeah.
Stuff like that. Everything's done in sort of percentages.
It's important to note that one of the reasons they do that very specific like HP gain is we turned it to numbers. But if you're playing with the normal layout, you would have like a single bar. Oh wow, already 3.
Yeah.
You'd have a single bar and then like some little nodes next to the bar, and the nodes would either be yellow or red. And every one of those nodes represents 40 life. So it was kind of like a set notation.
Because
it's much easier to save, yeah.
Yeah. And it's like it's less heart attack inducing when you see so many red bars. Like, oh my god, I'm gonna die. And also this way you can see like how much damage an attack.
What's up with that tree?
I don't know. Let's kill these guys.
Farm. Oh, there is a chest over there. Strike first. So strike first is you both get to attack, and then the actual normal distribution of like attacks goes.
Yep, and I think we're strong enough to one-shot things now. So
nice.
First strike basically means we don't ever take damage, because Kayleigh's a lot faster than everything in here.
Right. They have an enemy strike first version.
Yeah, I think it's unexpected attack. It's
ambushed.
Yeah, well, ambush, but I think it's actually called unexpected attack.
Oh, okay. Ooh.
Yeah, and that's why I said that first fight in the game was the hardest one, is because... bro!
Bailed out by RNG. I thought Benjamin was going down.
Yeah, but RNG can kill you more than anything else in this game.
Sure.
None of the fights are particularly, like, super difficult, if not for taking into effect the RNG of everything. Alright, yeah, so if you hit X, you go to a quick save menu. Use a couple of these. One more. One for you. Save because that tree clearly is not going to be a boss or anything.
Oh. Holy hell, it's a cow. Surprise! Shoot.
That's not a cow. I don't believe my eyes.
Now hold on.
A minotaur.
Is she actually poisoned?
No. You think that would have been kind of cool if she actually had
the poison status effect.
Yeah.
Why not just throw... Now, difficulty maybe, but that'd be a good way to introduce the status effect, right?
True.
Although, maybe it would be a problem because if you used a heal potion to heal it, you'd be like, oh, you're better. And then, spoilers, it would mess with stuff here in the future.
It's the Phoenix Down Aerith argument, I guess.
Right.
Shades of.
It's a different kind of poison. It doesn't work on her otherwise ubiquitous heal potion.
And she just has the life spell.
Right, so if you want to heal, you'd have to do it yourself. Or cure, rather.
Actually, not even true. The life spell is the most broken effing thing in this game. You can cast the life spell on a totally alive party member. It'll heal all their status effects. It'll heal their full HP. The cure spell is completely pointless unless you're trying to play it fair.
I feel betrayed.
Yeah, I'll show you, since she has a few charges.
Alright. Yeah, what is this nonsense?
Nonsense is a good word for it.
What is that? Are you kidding me?
No, I have another use for the cure spell.
I played through this game like 5 times.
You never knew that?
No! It's life! It's supposed to bring you back from not being alive.
Alright, well that was a boss.
Technically.
The boss gave us less XP than the random monsters.
He did. Well, maybe not per monster. Because you were fighting 3 monsters getting about 200.
He gave about 102, they give like, what, 70?
210 or so, yeah, it's probably 70 a pop, but still.
Yeah.
Kayleigh, what happened? I went with this irresponsible boy, and now I'm brutally injured. I'm going home, and I'm never leaving home again.
Yep.
Oh, look how matter-of-fact she is. I need elixir. It's in the sand temple.
Okay, be right back.
Yes!
Upgrades!
Yes.
Now, important thing about this though is axes. Actually, every weapon in the game has basically a damage type. Swords are a damage type. Axes. Later we get bombs, claws. They're all damage types, and certain monsters are weak to them, like they would be weak to an element, like fire or ice, etc.
Trees are weak to axe. I love it.
You don't say.
It's a subtle thing.
Right.
And speaking of battlefields,
so the world map in this game, you kind of see it. It's like just up and down. It's kind of like Final Fantasy X, where you just pick a destination and you're already there. So there's no random battles, but what there are battlefields. So you go through 10 battles, and at the end, you get some rewards. Sometimes it's items, sometimes it's just more experience, gold, different things.
Yeah.
So,
that's interesting. A arrow means you can proceed. A gray arrow points the way to future travels. No arrow means there is no route in that direction.
Well,
time to put that axe to use.
That axe. See?
Weak. So,
damn! Them numbers. So one of them put me in a full Nelson, and the other one just whacked me upside the head with a branch.
And they had different sounds. Again, it's little things, right? Like you're willing to have different. Cause they've got 4. Ooh, don't miss.
Right.
All right. Yeah, they have different sounds for each of these things. So.
Yeah.
So 9 more to go. So you would have to go through the battlefield 10 times to clear that out.
Yeah. And most of the fights are going to be pretty much the same. It'll be monsters either like in the area before or the next area you go to. There's never like unique monsters to a battlefield, as far as I know.
Yeah. So I think for the sake of sparing you the indignity of watching,
the
battlefields,
I'm just gonna rest up, and then we'll just we'll resume regular commentary during the last fight.
Yeah,
of the
we'll
battlefield.
Just speed through the battlefields themselves.
Yep. Now, where the hell is the inn?
Well, you don't need an inn. You can just crash in her bed.
Okay.
Bam!
Where the hell is her bed? Where the hell is her bed? I don't know. All right. So we'll just meet you at the end of the battlefield.